Hi, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Comet Conversation, a very special edition of Comet Conversation. We are here at the new Powers Elementary School, and we are joined by Beth Schwartz, our principal at Powers Elementary, and Deanna Walther, one of our second grade teachers at Powers. And first of all, thank you so much, both of you, for being here. And Beth, I have to ask, what are your overall impressions, your first impressions of the new school?
We are so excited. Like when you walk up to the building, you can tell that it is an elementary school, and that just makes everybody that comes in the building so happy and so excited.
How about the staff? I'm sure in the building now, as we close in on the move and the transition, what's the feeling among the staff?
Well, moving is, of course, a lot of work, but they are so excited to get here. I've heard so many people say, like, we just can't wait to get in there and start unpacking and start doing amazing things in this building.
Well, and speaking of staff, Deanna, it's great to have you here, and we're sitting in your classroom, your new classroom, and tell us your thoughts on the new classroom and how it will impact and how you envision it impacting education of your students.
Well, first of all, I've been in the same classroom for the last 26 years. So I remember several summers ago you stopping into my room as I was packing up at the end of the school year and you mentioning, you might not have to do this in this building, in the next 2 years. And that was 10 years ago. So to be in this classroom, in my brand new classroom, it's just a dream. It's like being in paradise, going from one place to the Taj Mahal. So this is really exciting. And if you look around, you can see the movable walls in the background where there will be a lot of collaboration with other classrooms, working together with students, being able to do some differentiated learning. And there are just so many opportunities in this new school with the community area and the outside. So just focus on all of the positive things and we'll live through anything that comes up as we go along.
Yeah, there will certainly be bumps in the road
Oh,
as we
sure.
transition, but to me, that's part of the fun.
That's
and
right.
the excitement of transitioning to the new building.
We might have to remind ourselves that.
So the students, obviously, that's why we're all here. Are the students talking about the new school, or what are they saying?
The excitement is, I would say, palpable. They are just counting down the days. They cannot wait. I've kind of given them a sneak peek of some of the pictures that I've taken while I'm here, and they just are amazed at the rainbow staircase and the big gym that they're going to be able to play in. So, and I think because they're going to be the first class to be in this school, they have some kind of ownership of this building and accountability and pride. And that's what I'm hearing from them. So I'm really looking forward to them walking these halls and just learning in such a fabulous atmosphere.
Certainly is a very exciting time. And from your perspective as a classroom teacher, if you had to identify the one thing that is most exciting to you, what would that be?
Definitely the makerspace. Over the years, just storing all of the science and math materials in your classroom, having to unpack, repack, set up, being able to collaborate with the other second grade teachers and say, hey, we're going to reserve this room for a day. Let's set up for this STEM activity. Let's set up for this escape room activity. And it's set up for the day. We can do it together. And it's such a spacious area. All of our materials can be in there. I think the makerspace is going to be at a premium. We're going to be fighting to sign up for that space. So.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Deanna, because there are so many exciting features to this new building. And I know, Beth, you and I have talked about the gymnasium, the cafetorium. Can you speak to even beyond the classroom space, but the other features of the building and how it will foster, kind of an effective effective and efficient approach to education?
Yeah, so the design of the space is is going to allow us to use our time more efficiently. Right now at Powers, our gym and our cafeteria are one unit. So that means during that, 2-hour lunch span, there's no specials classes that can be going on because we can't have gym at that time. Now we have a cafeteria and a gym. And so we'll be able to have gym classes going on while lunch is going on at the same time. So it really allows us to use our schedule more efficiently. And then I get excited when I think about that space because it's designed so that the cafeteria and the gym have a movable wall in between them. So we can open up that wall and have one huge space. And when we recently did the tours for alumni through the old Powers, I had several alumni that talked about remembering doing their Christmas concerts and their plays there at old Powers. We haven't been able to do that for years because we've outgrown the building. So it'll be so nice when we can use the stage here at Powers to do our music performances and different activities with our families and have kids here in their own building. It's really cool.
Truly, it will be an awesome thing. And I want to thank both of you for taking the time to be here today. And as we close, we want to invite and remind the Amherst community that our building dedication and ribbon cutting ceremony will take place on Sunday, January the 5th at 2 p.m. It'll be about a 30-minute ceremony, and then following that ceremony, we will have a open house where the public is invited to walk through and tour this new elementary school. And at this time, we also want to thank the Amherst community for making this project possible. What a wonderful gift to our students, our staff, and the community at large. Truly a tremendous gift, and we thank you very much for your support of the Amherst schools, and best wishes for a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you so much, and go Comets.